Good evening, everyone. I am Johnny Gibson.
And I am Ryan Faulkner. And welcome to the Sports Cheesesteak.
That's very good. You know, on tonight's show, we're going to be talking about, well, salon talk for some reason. Ryan's informed me.
Salon talk.
We're going to be having a Stars tribute, and we're going to show you some stupid, useless videos.
Sweet. Sounds like fun. I like fun. Do you like fun?
I'm a fan of fun.
Oh, yeah, and we have Richard, too.
No, you forgot your part, and then I introduced Richard.
Oh, well, yeah. If you're watching live, don't forget to get in on the chat room and have all the fun you can have with a 17-year-old in a hot tub if you're a Green Bay Packer.
Yeah. So if you do get in on the chat room, it's cool because you can get in on the show with us.
And everybody's overage, trust me.
And we will, we'll talk back to you. We'll do a little interaction there.
Oh, we'll talk back.
And you know what? Joining us on tonight's show, we have a very special guest, Rich.
Wow. That's good,
Rich.
Guys.
Nice. Look at him.
Genius.
Producer Rich.
A freshly shorn Rich.
I don't know what that means. A freshly shorn Rich?
Shaved.
Oh.
Past tense for shaved. Well, I guess it's
shaved. You're saying shaved, and I think that's the past.
Shorn. That's how we say it in college, Johnny.
I already graduated college a long time ago, like 3 years ago.
It's okay, buddy. It's okay. We'll get your coloring books out here in a minute.
Although it was community college. Maybe that's why. I don't know.
We'll get your sports coloring books out here in a minute, all right, man?
Okay. I appreciate that. Thank you. Okay.
Awesome. So, where do you want to start here on this sports map, on our sports trip?
I don't know. Do you want to...
Let's do the stars first.
Yeah, I think we need to do stars first.
No, wait.
And boom goes the dynamite.
All right, man. So the stars aligned. And matter of fact, right when I got back in town on Sunday, the first thing I did was turn on the ticket when I got in my car. The end of the first period, it was actually tied 1-1, I think. Actually, no, we were leading 2-1 at the end of the first.
Yeah. We went down 1-0 early, and then we came back. We rallied back to 2-1.
And then at the end, all said and done, at the end of 2, it was 3-up. And, before that game, Chicago had lost to Detroit, which opened up the magic window that we controlled our own destiny there for about 40 minutes.
All came down to the last game of the season. All we had to do was win it in regulation, and we are in the playoffs game.
In regulation or in overtime. If it went to a shootout, we were done.
Right.
And with their starting goalie sitting, and without their best player, we could not put the Minnesota Wild
against
out.
A terrible Minnesota Wild. I mean, this team's awful. But the thing is, if we can't beat the Minnesota Wild, we don't deserve to be in the playoffs anyway.
True.
Because we're just going to get our asses handed to us by Vancouver.
But the Wild really wanted to stick it to you. A, you're the Stars.
They did it.
B, they can play the spoiler, which they did.
They did it, man.
Which they are.
And now the Blackhawks are back in it.
The what?
The Blackhawks is what I said.
Excellent pronunciation, Johnny.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, I was trying to pull you off sides.
I went off sides on purpose to see if I could pull you off sides.
Oh, no. See, you like how you tried to spike it, but then I went down to the sand and picked it up and put it back over the net, and you didn't know what to do.
Ooh, a character.
Ooh. Awesome.
So I think we're gonna have a little ceremony, are we not?
I think we are gonna have a little ceremony.
Because
you might have known there's something in the background that I like to hold dear, but
this bad boy's got to go.
Sadly, before we do that, let's go ahead and round up this Stars talk with
Mark Crawford.
Mark Crawford talk, which is going to be short and sweet because he is gone. Mark Crawford has been relieved of his coaching duties, as it said in my email.
And here with us tonight to discuss the matter, we have ex-Stars head coach Mark Crawford, everybody. Get in here, Mark. Well, you're going to stay. He's going to, okay. No, he doesn't want to comment, apparently. It's a source. Yeah, no, it's okay. Yeah, just sit there, get a drink. He's just going to watch the show. He doesn't want to talk. I'm sorry. I thought he was iffy about it. I didn't know. I figured if I could maybe pressure him into it, but he's not going to.
Wow, Johnny pulling his sports strings over here.
I tried. I tried to make it happen for you folks, but okay. Yeah, he's gonna go.
Oh, his voice is sounding a little deep tonight. He wants to drink something.
He left. I think he left. So
in your face.
Well, speaking of impossible to get sports interviews and our possible transition to baseball talk here, we were talking earlier in the show about the hot dog guy.
Oh, the who?
And we had a little challenge to see if we can get some information on the hot dog guy for the show.
Oh, let's reset the hot dog guy.
Could you refresh my memory? What is this? Doesn't he do something in particular?
Yeah, Rich. What does the hot dog guy do again? I forget.
Why is he famous?
The hot dog guy in the '90s, at any rate, over at Arlington Stadium.
Freaking drop. That's what we're getting at. It's just drop the drop.
Hot dogs.
Oh, that guy! See, I didn't know who you were talking about until you said that.
We were trying to set you up.
I like this back and forth we have. It's so natural and so. We don't even have to practice.
Does the T need to be any bigger?
Wow!
Holy cow!
You guys really don't remember?
It's the lack of the beard.
We were working on this earlier. So anyway, I'm efforting an interview with this guy, and I think I'll have a nice surprise for you.
Wait, what?
In an upcoming episode. TBA.
Okay. Did you all hear that? Repeat that one more time, just in case we were talking over you.
Breaking news.
Some sort of phone interview with the hot dog guy.
That is awesome. That is awesome.
That's what I'm working on.
I'm very excited.
Sweet.
Back to you in studio, guys.
Grand. Now, since we are transitioning, I think we should transition in the most ceremonial of...
Ceremonial. That's what I said.
I think you said sexual, dude.
That would be weird, so probably not. I don't think I said that.
Why,
I thought...
Why do you have your hand lotion right there?
That's not mine.
Hey, how about you do me a favor, and for the rest of the show, put your hands on the table.
Okay.
All right,
put them up here
for me?
It's fine. He just gets nervous.
I do,
What were you saying about the ceremony? You said something about a ceremony.
Yes. I think we're going to now do the funeral procession for my Stars banner. Sadly, it says 98.99, and it does not say 2011. Johnny, if you would.
Let me get up here with you, kind sir. Should we fold it like the American flag?
No.
I don't know how.
Let's just take this down. Cup it from the bottom.
Cup it.
Richard.
Okay.
All right, let's take this down.
Okay.
All right.
So
that's down. But now,
don't get the wrong impression. We're not fair weather fans, but
Johnny,
there's other teams that need to be tributed here. Okay. We can't just. We got to look out for all of our guys here.
So let's go ahead.
Richard, could you please cue the triumphant music?
Yeah, I'll go ahead. What you did with the other peg?
It's right here. Oh,
nice.
Look at this.
Look at this.
That is kind of pathetic, even for our standards, guys.
This is hey. The Rangers! Yeah! Woo! Look at that. That's big time. You know what that is?
That is called upgrading, sir. That is called you just got pushed from coach to first class.
Now, just in case that font's a little small, that does say Texas on it for the Texas Rangers.
Yes, Texas, where everything's bigger.
Yes, everything's bigger.
Except our tiny ass backgrounds.
Well, I think we're gonna upgrade it, but right now that's all we have.
Yeah.
It is from the playoffs.
Oh, by the signature, I'm sure you can notice it.
Hologram sticker.
Hologram World Series sticker, mind you.
Come on. We were in the World freaking Series, people.
And who was there?
It's pretty legit. My mistake.
Actually, I wasn't, but
in your face.
I'm a fan of it. So anyway,
God, that looks stupid. I gotta say.
What? That was I thought it was triumphant.
Yeah, I can tell you're trying. It's it sounded great.
Hey, let's get the studio to buy me some crap to put up.
Yeah, buy us things.
I've been over there. I've been to Awesome Town. You have crazy crap all over your walls.
You have been to Awesome Town.
Yeah, but we don't want Cowboys crap up there, especially not right now.
Hey, Richard, I want a new co-host after that comment.
Oh. This from the man who has a life-size Tony Romo right there plastered to the wall, folks.
Yes, and then usually on the other side of him,
And for some reason, there's a hole cut out where his mouth is.
it is my
That's
Tony
weird.
Romo, or my Troy Aikman on the other side.
What's with that hole cut out?
Dude, you did that.
Did I?
That's so he can do the bit where he's making Tony Romo say things.
That's not a bad bit.
It's not, actually.
Huh.
That sounds like a future guest appearance.
That might have to happen, as a matter of fact. Good call, producer Rich.
Oh,
Sweet.
my God.
So, how about we parlay into Rangers talk?
I like the Rangers. They play baseball.
Do you like the Rangers?
Uh-huh.
I like the Rangers, too.
Yeah, they hit the ball, and they field the ball, and they do it well.
They do it and do it.
And
They do it well.
Uh-huh. So,
Okay,
that's
check
it for Rangers talk. We're going to go ahead and move. Or do you want to...
Psych.
We're going to go into it a little more.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. Let's do that.
Well, the Rangers, with the exception of this last series with the Tigers, where they ended 2 of the 3 games with a walk-off to beat us, other than that, are doing exceptionally well. Our pitchers, with the exception of our ace, have all been tearing it up. CJ's been kind of falling down on the job, but everybody else, including Alexia Gondo, anybody? I may have called that earlier in the season if anyone was paying attention.
Now, let's do a quick review of the top 3.
Top 3 Rangers starters?
Yeah, opening day top 3 that we're talking about. Not like who you think is top 3. The top 3.
Harrison, Agondo, Holland.
That's the bottom 3.
I'm saying as far as best to worst, those are the top 3.
Yeah, did you hear what I said? Maybe I wasn't actually speaking
Did we
English.
not?
Maybe I said the top 3 as pertaining to like starting.
Yeah, we kind of went over
Opening
that.
day.
We went over that already like 3 times, so I figured you were going to do something
we did
new.
not, actually.
Okay, it's CJ, Colby Lewis.
It's a week
and Matt
later
Harrison.
if you might not have known.
It's the exact same lineup as a week ago.
Actually, you know what? CJ's given up as the highest ERA of all of them.
Yeah.
Is what I'm getting
Which,
at.
by the way, our team has the lowest as of. I don't know after this last game, but our starting rotation has the lowest ERA in all of baseball.
Boom.
Wow.
Roasted.
I would not have guessed that going into this season.
I wouldn't have.
I thought that was our weakness, and really, our offense is so good that it still kind of is our weakness, even at being that good.
Well, that's the thing that people were worried about. All in baseball was that our pitching, our top 5, was the worst in the league. That was what their assumption was.
Yeah.
Anybody, forget just our division. We're talking all of baseball, and that's a big thing for everybody in our lineup to step up. Like Dutch Oven even had a couple good outings.
Oh yeah,
Matty Harrison. And no one.
This guy did.
Could have predicted Ogondo was going to do this good.
I did.
Look at that eating grin. Just
Look at
ate a
this
big
guy.
old loaf, and he thinks he's top of the world. Thinks he's Johnny Hammersticks, beating away like he's
Captain Nuts.
Captain tying knots over here.
So he's nuts tied.
I
They
get
call
it.
this guy.
They're quoting a funny video.
Who's this guy? Mr. Balloons. Mr. Balloon Hands. No way. No way. Get real. Like those things. Mr. Walkway. Mr. Walk Down Me, I'm the walkway. Lead me to the building. You. 5, 6, 4, 3. Yeah, right.
Funny video.
It is a funny video.
With the hands.
How's it go?
Huh? I don't know.
Okay. So, awesome. Come on,
So we got
Johnny.
Rangers talk. You cover the stars. Covered
Yeah,
Rangers.
I'm done. Ding dong. I'm stop
Oh
talking.
my God! Why are you yelling at me?
You're a foot from me. Because, dude, this is your segment. Run with it.
Oh, it is. Okay. Well,
I'm handing the ball off to you, man. You
all right.
called for the ball,
No,
and I'm
I don't
handing it to
I think
you.
I did, but I will take it. Alexia Gonda's awesome, I think is what we were getting at. He's pitched 13 scoreless innings. Has an ERA of 0. Sounds pretty awesome. On my fantasy team, I don't know if you caught that.
So to sum up the Rangers season so far, my fantasy baseball team is kicking ass.
Actually, it's not. Actually, my fantasy baseball team's not kicking ass. I'm in the lower half.
You're not supposed to say that, though. You're supposed to say like you're saving up to dominate
Hey,
later.
Johnny,
Surprise
no.
attack, Johnny. Here he comes. Watch out.
Hey,
Well, here's the problem. My number 2 pick, Carl Crawford. Some of you may have heard of him. One of the best outfielders in baseball.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Has a average right now of like .15, maybe. He's hit like three base hits in the first 2 weeks of baseball. He's awful right now, so he's killing me. But anyway, we do have some big Rangers news that a lot of you hopefully all of you know about. But
sad Rangers big news.
yeah, Josh Hamilton is out for 2 months with he broke his humerus bone, I believe.
Yeah, it's basically his arm.
Broken humerus, out for 2 months, sliding headfirst into home plate on a controversial call where he tried to steal home plate whenever the catcher was up catching a foul ball. And there's been some controversy here with he's saying he didn't want to do it, but the base coach told him to, and so he did it, even though he was reluctant to, and so the coach is the reason he got hurt. I don't know. I think he's being a baby about it, but regardless, Hamilton's out for 2 months. And everybody kind of expected him to get hurt because he gets hurt all the time. He's a very fragile man.
Well, say Josh is going to miss so many weeks during the season, right? You got to think that this, by law of averages, it's never a good time for you to lose an MVP. But to say that you went on such a hot streak at the beginning of the season like we've been on,
right,
and to lose him now as opposed to when we're in a slump and just fall deeper, I'm not saying it's a good thing, but it's better than, us being 500 or below and then us losing.
Honestly, when I heard he was going to be out, the team's playing so well that I'm just not worried about it at all.
Tell you what I thought. Murphy.
This is Murphy's chance to do what he did last season when Hamilton got hurt and just step up and be a badass.
And this is why John Daniels constructed this team like he did. Keeping Michael Young as a utility guy.
Right.
Moving people to the outfield that are usually playing in.
I mean, David Murphy would be a starter on any other team.
And, yeah, old Smurfy, dude.
And now Chris Davis gets to come up, he killed it in spring training with the Rangers, and he's killing it in AAA. The other night he had 3 home runs, 2 to opposite field and 1 straight down center field. I mean, that's the hardest way to go about doing it. He had 3 of them in one game.
But that would be Chris Davis's knock, is that he'll go down to AAA and blow it up, and they'll come up here and spare everybody to death.
But here's another chance for him. I think he deserves another chance, honestly. I'd rather have him than I felt more confident with him than like a Justin Smoke, honestly. But
I did too. I'm glad to see him back. His defense at first is impeccable.
His defense is the best we have at first base.
And then you just got to get him to be able to identify a walk situation, be able to wait, be patient, not swing at everything, and not swing at bad outside pitches.
Yeah, I think this is good all around. I like David Murphy. I'm glad he's getting some play time. He had I forget how many hits he had today. He had 1 or 2, and he also had 2 stolen bases. So he's already off to a good start. Chris Davis hasn't played yet. But with him and Michael Young as our utility guy, I mean, we're covered. I'm really not worried about it. Hamilton had a good batting average this season so far, but everyone else, is pulling their weight. So it's weird. We lost the MVP of the league, but it's not really a big deal, I don't think.
Time will tell. We'll see how we do this next week. We got a big weekend series with the Yankees.
The hated Yankees.
Yeah, dude. Oh, such a good feeling. Seeing A-Rod get struck out looking by a Neftali at home.
That was one of the best sports moments of all time.
Oh my God.
To beat the Yankees in the American League Championship Series.
In the ballpark, he used to play such a controversial figure.
It was just perfect. It was the perfect storybook ending to that. God. It was great.
That was our U.S. beating Russia, although even when USA beat Russia in the 80s, they beat Finland that wasn't the championship.
Right, that wasn't even... Yeah.
That was the semifinal. The championship was Finland. They ended up beating them, but nobody recognizes that. The story is beating the Yankees, just like the Bo Sox in 2004. It wasn't them beating the Yankees that was a story, or it was them beating the Yankees that was a story, but that wasn't the championship game. But yeah, that was for me as a Ranger fan, the pinnacle moment.
Yeah.
Oh.
So anyway, good things with the Rangers.
All right,
let's switch gears here.
It is time to switch gears. I do want to talk about something real quick that we were talking post-show. Got
Pre-show.
brought up on it. Pre-show? Yeah, post-show. Yeah, we were talking post-show in the past about the future.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks, Rich.
Yeah.
So, what I wanted to bring up, John, if you could do a profile for me, sir.
Okay. Well, keep in mind, this is half hat hair. I have been wearing a hat for 3 days. Well, let's preface this.
Preface.
Let's preface this, folks.
You preface all you need, because
Preface pre the
I'm going
post show.
to.
Here's how this came up. I typically, for those of you who know me,
Oh,
I for the last probably 6 or 7 years, ever since after high school, I've had my hair cut with a one guard all the way down, my whole head just a buzz for years and years and years. Okay, and I decided I was going to grow it out for the hell of it because I was bored. And so this is
Why, Johnny?
I'll tell you why. Lady freaking Gaga. That's why.
whoa!
She's my inspiration. So yeah, I haven't cut my hair in almost 5 months now, and just kind of seeing what happens with it. And Ryan approached me today.
Yeah, no, go ahead and turn, buddy.
Okay.
Let me display it prominently here. Richard, keep your head turned. Look that way, ding dong. Now, if you'll look, I was getting a little apprehensive of his styling in the back.
Well, I didn't style it.
Well, I understand, and I'm just
All right.
I'm just giving you a little bit of warning that Johnny here, our buddy.
If our home viewers are having trouble seeing, I'm sorry about all the background stuff.
all the background white, I'm sorry about the giant Rangers.
All of our
banner.
sets probably getting in the way of a clean view. Go ahead, Ryan. I didn't mean to.
Ryan put me on mullet watch.
Yeah, I did. I put on mullet watch. I'm sorry. Now, the only reason I say that is that I've grown my hair out before too. But if you'll turn one more time, Johnny, what makes it this mullet watch is the length from the crown of his head down to the back of his neck. And as you can see, there's a big space right here and then a little fluff.
Wait,
so so what he wants is the tail from the back of the hat.
How about that?
It's a little bit better. It hides
Okay.
it more. It makes it just look like you have this
I
chromatic.
gotta tell you though, it's not usually this bad. I've had a hat on for 3 days.
But see, I get what he's going for. He's going for the hair poking out the hat look. I love it.
It looks good with the hat, folks.
It comes
looks
close
really good.
without a hat. The length down the back of the head into the swish of the neck, he's starting to grow a Kentucky waterfall. And I just thought I'd let him know, and he got a little defensive, I'm not going to lie.
Well, how
but
could you not?
What kind of friend would I be if I didn't tell him?
How could you not
Hey,
get a
dude.
little defensive? I appreciate you looking out for me like that, and I will keep an eye on it.
You might be growing an ape trick, that's all I'm saying.
Now, Johnny, you're going to head this one off at the pass and trim it down, make a rat tail for us?
Yes.
When I get
They're
bored
coming
enough
back,
to
I hear.
shave, we'll do some fun stuff with it.
Hey, that's the bet.
No, I'm not shaving it.
If
No.
I lose, I have to shave my head in the mohawk for a week. But if Johnny loses, he has to grow his hair out and wear a rat tail for a month.
That doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, it does. You have to wear a rat tail, man.
How could I'd have to shave my head?
You have to get
No,
it.
no, no, you
To
don't
be
have to.
preparation. You'd have to trim it, but then you have to keep the little rat tail going.
No,
Yeah.
I want to keep growing my hair.
Dreadlocks.
You have to have a rat tail. sir.
I'll do.
Hey, this is a
dreadlocks.
bet. I want to have a mohawk. That's our
not a
point of
big
bets,
deal.
moron.
That's not a big deal. Your hair is like an inch long, if that.
And by the way, you have very little say in whatever we have, whatever pennants you have, because you're outnumbered 2-1, and you already shook on it.
No,
so it's,
Richard's on my side, dumbass.
Richard, you want to inform him?
Well,
You're gonna
makes
do
good
what's best.
television, Johnny. Might be in trouble.
Yes.
We can
Thank
take it
you.
to the chat room.
Well, here's the thing, though.
Chat room, send your votes in now. Lock in your votes. What kind of hairstyle do you want to see on Johnny?
On your punishment. Actually, you have to come up with your own punishment. How about you let me come up with your punishment if you're going to
There's
come
no
up with
punishment
mine?
for Rich.
No, you.
Me?
You decided you're going to wear a stupid mohawk that's an inch long that
Well,
nobody's even going to notice. Let me come up with something for you if you're going to pick mine.
Well, you did come up with something for
No,
me.
that's stupid. I want to pick something good. You pick that. We can go back
Did
and watch.
Hey, Rich, did I pick
There's
that?
no way in hell I said you have to wear a mohawk. I said it was stupid as soon as you said it.
Well, it doesn't matter. We shook on it, so it's set in stone.
Okay, well then I get to pick my own. I'm
Well,
not
we,
going to
we shook on it that we determined at a future date your punishment.
Okay.
All right, Johnny, you shouldn't be worrying anyway. You're going to get your media pass, and you're going to be an all-star sports reporter. Don't even worry about the consequences of what might happen in some kind of alternate universe should you fail.
Yes.
I don't
Be a
think.
trooper here.
Failure's not an option, son.
Right, damn
Okay,
it.
your punishment has to be equally as bad as mine, though.
Dude, it's hair related.
Yeah, but your hair isn't.
Yeah, this
long.
whole episode's getting pretty hair related. You guys want to cover some sports?
I'll grow it out. I'll have like a 5-foot mohawk where I walk through the door. I have to duck down.
We'll think about
Done.
it.
So-
we need to get some viewers' input for both of our punishments, I think.
I think we need to square up and punt Johnny in
How
the
about-
nuts.
A boxing match.
You're getting mad over
Me
here.
versus Ryan. No matter who wins or loses. We're just going to fight.
To the death.
Let's do it.
To the death.
MMA style.
All right, so that's all for the Rangers report this week on Sportscast.
What are we talking about?
What are you guys doing?
Oh, let's talk about something.
Actually, you want to go ahead and do trivia? Do we have any trivia?
Yeah,
We
let's
do have some
trivia.
trivia lined up. Are you guys?
Rich. Hey, by the way, our friends at You Can't Brew That totally did not believe my trivia last night.
I didn't catch it. What was it?
Yeah.
It was how many beers did Wade Boggs drink
yeah.
on an intercontinental flight?
Well, I don't think that's confirmed, though. Wade Boggs denied it.
What?
All right, well, we got some fresh trivia for you this week from You Can't Brew That on Television, our show about craft beer and home brewing, Monday nights at 7. And
Totally derailed him.
nice. Today's inappropriate trivia question is brought to you by Kyle. He asks, in the game of badminton, what is the typical weight of the shuttlecock?
You guys with your
You guys
Pointing
with your
and jerking
sexual
and your
innuendos
cocking.
and your shuttlecocking.
What is the weight of a shuttlecock? Do we want ounces?
Well, of course we're
Grams.
ounces, because if Kyle's asking the question, it's definitely not going to be in pounds.
But
Yeah, it's so European.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with like 4 ounces. No, 3 ounces.
That is a...
4 ounces.
No, wait,
Oh.
is this like Price is Right rules?
Sure.
You can't go over?
You just need to make a guess. Go.
I'm going to go, just because I'm 2 times as awesome as you, Johnny, I'm going to say 6 ounces.
That would be 8 ounces to be 2 times as awesome as me. Stupid.
3?
I said 4.
Oh, I thought you said 3. Because you waffled there, Chief. Well, then I'll go 8.
7.
Just to stick to my word. Because I do think it's 6.
Okay, go.
Well, the actual answer is 17 to 19
Oh my
ounces.
God.
Whoa!
We're
Way
way off.
there.
Yeah.
What the hell kind of badminton? What kind of
What
hell
shuttlecock you been playing?
of cocks are they using?
We are so stupid.
Now, is a shuttlecock a rooster that rides on a train?
Yes, it's America's answer to the space monkey.
Not bad, Rich.
Rich.
That was quick.
One,
too.
show 0.
I like that.
Nice. That's a shave, dude. You become funnier.
You know,
Yes.
while we're on the topic of people being European, I stumbled across an amazingly awesome video online. And I hate to say it, but there's a really good chance the French just got cooler than us.
No, wait.
Yeah.
Let's table that.
Dude.
comment. This comment has not been reviewed by the
Dude,
entire National
watch this
Sports
video. Watch it. Rich, are you ready? This is their firefighter Olympics over there. They have competitions for their firefighters amongst each other, and if you win, they base your winnings on if you get promotions or raises or whatever, are based off of if you can win or not. Dude, look how hardcore this is.
I thought this was their NASCAR pit crew
This
training.
is way cooler than NASCAR.
I'm running with a ladder, running with a ladder.
Oh,
Forgot my ladder.
look how fast that guy is.
Holy crap, dude.
Somebody better put out my fire.
Look at that guy. He's Forrest Gumping it.
Look at these guys, man. This is awesome.
Look at these guys.
This needs to be a sport. This needs to be one of our fringe sports. This is great.
Well, see, what they don't actually tell you is that they're running away from the fire because they are French.
They're surrendering to the fire.
Get the hell out of there.
Oh my god, the fire is so hot. Let me get out of here.
Is that French?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's our French.
Oh God! Oh God! It's caught me!
It's on me! Run through it!
Leave them! Leave them!
Half-ass firefighter. He's like, see you later.
Leave the injured!
Oh my God! It's gonna hurt me.
Okay, but you have to admit, that is badass.
That is pretty remarkable. I just wish they'd
Look at
actually.
this. Look at this. I don't even know what the hell's going on, but this. Look at this coordinated effort here.
How about a French firefighter that's on fire and he doesn't run?
Oh. So you just want to see a French guy burn to death on the internet?
Actually, yeah.
Oh. That's probably on there somewhere.
Boom! Roasted.
For real.
Nice.
That's cool. The French, they got us there.
I guess.
Their firefighting stuff is cooler than ours. You're making,
All right, so we
you're making-
covered
South Dakota.
I'm not gonna.
the
I'm
fall
not
of the
gonna
Dallas
hold back.
Stars, the rise of the Texas Rangers, and French firefighters, and modern trends in men's hair. What else you guys have for us?
Oh, we're
Stuff.
are we supposed to have more than that?
Oh wait, we have Mavericks.
What more
dude.
could you want? Yeah,
We have
Mr.
Mavericks.
Mr.
The
Jersey.
Mavericks are in the playoffs, folks.
They're in the playoffs.
Well, it hasn't started, but yes, they
Oh, yeah.
they have clinched a playoff spot 12 weeks ago. Honestly, it's not very exciting. They don't make it exciting like
Like people
the
who
Stars
win,
do.
like people who win first round playoff games or series.
Here's the thing: bring up the standings, if you will.
Oh, Johnny, you can't riff off the top of your sports head without standings.
I fill up
can.
I fill up my sports knowledge this time of year with Rangers stuff, so I have to reference everything
Let me
else.
help you. Let me help you out there, little buddy. Let me get you a sports coloring book. You all right there?
Well, do you want to tell us? Do you want to tell us without looking?
Yeah, I will tell you without looking. As a matter of fact, I'll drop this
Then
down
why did you even bring that up?
because I'm so sports awesome. And don't deny
Let me
it.
just climb up on your shoulders here. You can carry.
That's okay, dude. We're doing the show for the viewers.
Please stop touching me. Are you gonna talk? Oh my God, Ryan!
Just so uncomfortable, I can make you.
And that's our weekly promo. What's happening?
Ta-da!
Why are you touching me?
That's quality.
Wednesday!
Shit.
Yeah!
My goodness.
Yeah!
Okay.
Wednesday.
Now, Mavs talk.
Mavs talk.
Go.
Sports. But, alright. So, the Mavericks, they get their final game tonight. As a matter of fact, they're playing. And why don't we give you a little sneak peek update of what they're doing. Johnny, stall, please, while I do this on the magic internet.
Wait, didn't you just talk about how you don't have to look at anything because you know it all and you're going to take
Hey,
over
it's
for me?
okay, Johnny. You can stop talking. We didn't need your input at all, actually, because I already know through my secret sources that the Mavericks are up on New Orleans Hornets 65-61 with 9 minutes, actually basically 10 minutes left in the third quarter. That's okay. Go ahead and sit down, buddy.
But you're
So
right.
anyway,
I'm the only one here that's dumbfounded right now, Richard?
well, Richard's not dumb.
Anybody? Somebody back me up here. Didn't we just go over this? Well, I hate you guys.
So Dallas is currently in the third seed. If they win, they're going to be in the second, possibly, maybe, depending on how the Laker game goes.
Ooh, vague. Nice.
Very vague. It is vague. So, they're possibly playing Portland. As a third seed, they're playing Portland, possibly. That's not even set in stone. Now, Portland's not a good matchup. Not at all.
Well, let's be honest. Any of the four teams we could possibly be facing are not a good matchup for the Mavs. They're not good at playoff basketball. Let's be honest here.
They're not. Jason Terry has a history of bombing in the playoffs, not showing up, shooting horrible numbers.
Mm-hmm.
For a guy that is, has been the sixth man of the year, was in contention for sixth man of the year this year, and was pretty close to it last year, it's quite amazing how he disappears in the playoffs. It really is. Now they have Sean Marion, who he wasn't too much of a factor last year. But this year, he's become more of a factor. The past couple of games, he's gotten into considerable double digits. I think he's averaging like 17. He had 21 last night. We'll see how he gets used. They've been resting people. They rested Jason Kidd, which is an old guy. You need to rest him. You need him to be sharp because I'll tell you what. Tell you one thing, Roddy B is not ready to shine in that spotlight.
He might not see any playoff time.
Last year, it was the whole chant of free Roddy B. Didn't really have. I mean, And
He's been freed, and
he got
nobody's
free. Let me
impressed.
tell you something. He's a loose cannon. The guy is a turnover machine. He is able to get to the bucket, but
He does have the potential we talked about earlier on. But
he's so
it's so unrefined right now.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you this. It's so unrefined that I think the Mavericks might be double thinking about the decision to consider Dirk and him untradeable. They might have hold on to the stock too long, and the stock's just going down.
They should have I see what you're saying. Get rid of him while the hype's up and he's more valuable.
Because he's only showed that he is a turnover machine, and he's just too raw.
I don't know. I think he still has the. If you're going to give Chris Davis that many chances, this is kind of the same thing. But I think Roddy's even got more potential. So you gotta give him more chances. I mean, I don't think he needs to be starting in the playoffs or anything like that. But I don't think we want to get rid of him, especially with as old as this team is. We need young talent on this team. I mean, we have. I think the average age. As far as average age around the league goes, our team is the oldest.
33, 34, I think.
Our team is the oldest, and not to mention, next season, there is a looming closeout. I mean, there may not be there's a very good chance there's not a season.
That's what I'm saying. We don't have time. We don't have that luxury of time.
We need young guys.
Because now, there's a lot of cogs that are going to be set in motion with this lockout. Player trades, free agents, all sorts of that stuff. And from what I understand, it's a lot more, which is ridiculous to say, it's a lot more likely to happen than the football lockout.
Oh, yeah.
It is almost dead set. Because if there's one sport that likes to overpay for their players, it's basketball. Now, you'll say these football players get paid a lot. Basketball players, for their short rosters, get paid a ton of money.
I heard a statistic that more than half of the NBA owners would make more money next season if there is a lockout.
Yeah. How about that?
So that's ridiculous.
Because the way the NBA set up is different than the NFL, they'll still get their money from the TV contracts, even though there's no games going on. So half of them are just like, well, heck, I'm not paying the players, it's great. Like a couple of bags that are sitting on some really bad teams.
Right.
So, I don't know. It doesn't fare well for the Mavericks because they are surging going into the playoffs, but I'm not very confident with any of the bottom teams that they could possibly match up against. And then if they lose in the first round again, Tyson Chandler's a free agent, and you just signed Haywood to a big contract. Are you going to have enough money to keep Chandler? Because Chandler is obviously the better pick over Haywood.
That's the one thing we have to make sure happens is if
Chandler needs to stay here. Bar none, whatever happens, Chandler needs to stay. He's the heart and soul in that locker room, which is bad to say, but we need it.
And on the floor, really.
Yeah, and on the floor.
Yep, he's great. That's our number one guy.
On top of that, the lockout year, everybody gets older. On this team, everybody gets older is not what you want to happen.
Kid will be done. Dirk will be
a year older. Dirk he's not over, but he gets a year shaved off, a window that's 2 or 3 years open.
Yeah, his game's going to start declining now. He's reaching his peak, and that's really not going to help having to take a year off. So I would expect his decline to start after that.
So the playoffs start here. They don't start this weekend, do they?
I don't know. This is the last week of
this. Today is the last day of the regular season.
Okay.
So baseball's last day, or the hockey's last day was Sunday, and they start tonight. So that's 3 days.
So yeah,
basically it starts this weekend, I guess.
We should probably know this.
Nah, but we're half-assed, so we don't.
Yeah, that's true. We are half-assed, folks.
True to form. Good job.
We don't need excuses.
So, I don't know. Hopefully the Mavericks can make it out to at least convince some of these free agents not to come here, but to stay. But, I don't know. We'll see what happens. I guess next week we'll have a different beat on it for you guys.
Keep your fingers crossed, because this Mavs team and the way they're playing right now and their history in the playoffs, this is going to be scary.
I wouldn't mind.
Postseason.
I would rather play New Orleans because they don't have Chris Paul, and David West hasn't been looking too good.
Still managed to dominate us though in the regular season. So
well, you know what? I think with Tyson Chandler on our team and that team, we could take them.
I don't think there's a good matchup for us, really.
There isn't.
I think we're just going to have to play our hearts out and hope that's enough. That's all they can do. Don't play like you've been playing in the last 3 months. Please.
Yeah. All right. Well, that ends it for us here on the Half-Ass Sportscast tonight.
Join us again next week for another live presentation here from the Lone Star Webcast Network at FrontierTelevision.com.
And don't forget, you can subscribe to the free podcast and download the show every week.
God.
I don't know why you'd want to do that.
That's free, right?
No, it costs like €10.
Oh, okay. But it is free. And as a matter of fact, you can find that RSS feed as well as our Facebook fan page link and our Twitter page from FrontierTelevision.com/sports.
Awesome. So for everybody here on the Sports Cheese Stick,
That would be me.
and me,
That guy too.
and
And
Richard.
me.
Yeah, and Rich. We'll see you next week.
Night, everybody.
Word.
Hey,
What?
I love you.
Oh.
Them, not you.
Oh. Oh.